In order for you to have a successful online business, you need an effective email marketing automation system. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at that coming up. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Mac, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about email marketing for WordPress. So as you know, we have systems like ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign, and so on. Drip is also another one. These services do email marketing automation. So in this video, I'm just going to give you a walkthrough into FluentCRM. This is an option that you can use on WordPress, on your actual WordPress website. It's very exciting. I'm actually using it right now. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you that if you buy FluentCRM using my affiliate link, you get 20% off. That's a 20% discount using my coupon code, which will be in the video description below. And secondly, if you buy it, you also have access to my course, which is called Email Marketing Automation Mastery. So this course will be yours absolutely free if you buy it using my affiliate link. And this course costs $497. All right, let's dive in and let me show you how this works. All right, so now I am on my WordPress website. So what you need to do here is you need to first install the free version of a FluentCRM. And to install it, you want to come over here to plugins and then click on add new. And then you just search for it. So here is where you would search for it. I'm just typing here. So this plugin here is free, but it has limited features. If you want to have all the features that you need in order for you to have a fully functioning automation system, you need to have the paid version. Now, this is the one that has my 20% discount. All right, so let's say you've gone to fluentcrm.com and you've added your coupon code and you've purchased it and downloaded it. You need to install it the same way, just like you would if you're installing a plugin. So in this case, you'd come over here to upload, choose the file and install it. Once it's installed, you're going to get an entry over here, okay, this FluentCRM. Now, let's go through and let me show you pretty much where everything is so that you can familiarize with it once you've bought it. Right, so the first thing you are going to see here is the dashboard. Now, here we can see sales in the month. Now, the reason why we have this is because I have WooCommerce installed. So the moment you have WooCommerce installed and you install FluentCRM, this automatically has that integration. So when you make a sale in WooCommerce, it is going to show here on the dashboard, which is really cool because you can pretty much have a bird's eye view on what is happening on your website. All right, fantastic. So this is your main dashboard, and there's also other ways you can have a look at your stats here. You can look at subscriber growth. You can look at email sending stats, email open tickets, and email link click stats. Okay, right. And also here we have these quick links, which you can just pretty much go quickly and take a look at what is happening on your website. Over here on the search, this is where you can search for your customers. So let's say you have a customer or a user on your website. This is just a quick link. You can just search for it here and you can see it very, very fast. Or you can just come over here to these quick links, view the contacts, and this is where you would see all your contacts with all that information. Okay, so over here as well, while we're here, this is where you can start creating your lists. So let's say you want to create a blog and you have a freebie and you want that when someone signs up for that freebie, you want them to be added onto a list. Now, the question now is, why would you have a list? Now, a list is very important because when it comes to sending emails out, you can send emails out based on that list, which means you're segmenting all your information that's going to go out. So it's very, very powerful and I highly recommend it. So adding a list here is very easy. You can just click here on create list and then you can just say here freebie. Okay, and then click confirm. So as people are signing up now on your website, they are going to be added now onto the freebie list. And when it's time now to create your emails, this is where now you can send the emails to this freebie list. Now let's create another one quickly here. So this one here is going to be, let's say customers. So this one here is for anyone that buys something on our website. So I'm going to hit confirm. Great. So now that we have these two, the next step now is pretty much to add your tags. Now, tags are also very important because in some cases you may not want to use this list, but you just want a tag for someone that clicks on a link or someone that does an action on your website. So this is where you'd add your tags, and it's also very easy to add your tag here. You can see I've created my tags. I've got new customer, bought product A. I also have a subscriber here. And adding a tag is very easy. You can just click here and say maybe bought product 2. Okay, bought product B. I can say confirm. Now this can also help me when it comes to automating my system or my funnels. All right, so now that we've gone through the lists and the tags, right, we also have segments here. Now these segments, automatically you get WordPress users. So the system, FluentCRM, will add WordPress users in its own segment. You also have WooCommerce customers in its own segment. So it's very, very powerful, and it makes it easier for you to find where all your segments are. And you can also create a brand new segment if you want. So you can say everyone that brought product A, product B, product C, add them onto one segment. So then you can send your emails out to that particular segment. Okay, cool. Let's move on now and talk about email campaigns. So if you wanted to send an email blast, just a one-off, this is where you would come over here to email campaigns, and you can just click here where it says create new campaign, like that. And you can just say new subscriber, or you can just say welcome. Okay, so let's say that's my first campaign. Click continue. So this email here could be an email for, say, new customers. So here you can start typing in. You can see this email builder here is actually pretty cool. I really like it. So you can start off by saying hello, add an @ sign, and then you can use, let's say, first name. All right. So now this will translate the first name into the actual name that the user adds when they sign up for your freebie or whatever it is they sign up for. Okay. So this is where now you can start typing your email. So you can start typing there. And now let's say you want to add images. To add images, you just click here on this plus button, click here on image, upload. So you can either upload from your computer, or you can upload from your library. So I'm just going to add this from my computer, and this is just a thumbnail of a video that I did in my last episode. So here we can, also resize this. It's really cool, like that. You can also center it if you wanted to. And if you've used WordPress Gutenberg, pretty much these are the Gutenberg blocks. You also have buttons here. So if you want to add a button, you can just say click me, and that's the button. And to stylize it, or in fact, before we stylize it, we can add a link by clicking here. So I'm going to add a blank link here and open this in a new tab. So as you can see, it's very easy to use. So here, while we're working on the button, we can change the colors here of the button. So you can see the border radius. We can play around with that. If you want a rectangle, you can do that. Or if you want just a few little rounded corners, you can do that as well. But let's say you want to change the color. You would come over here to color settings, and you can change the text color or the background color. So I'm going to come over here to custom color and choose, an orange or bright red, whatever. Okay, so now we have our button. And if you wanted to add even more elements, you can just come over here. You can add a list of things. So you can say item A, you can have item B. So you get the idea. So this is fully fledged. There's so much going on here. And if you click on the /, it also gives you pretty much everything that you may need here. You have your heading, your list, your buttons, your columns. You can group items here. You also have this classic builder. You also have HTML. So there's a lot that you can add here. So as you can see, this is a very powerful email builder. So over here, we also have plain centered. So you won't have the bounding boxes on the side. You can also have raw HTML, or you can do this from a template. So as you can see, this is very easy to create. And then once you're happy with the contents of your email, you can click here on continue and then add your email subject. Now, the really cool thing here is you also have A/B testing. So the makers of FluentCRM really thought about the features here. And it's very exciting that we have this out of the box. So A/B testing here, you can add a title, a second title here, and split test and see which title is performing better. Okay, so I'm just going to disable that. Now you can also send a test email by clicking here and adding your email address just to see what the email looks like. But if you're happy with that, you can just click on continue. Right, now remember, we created that list and also some tags. So this is where you can decide where this email is going to go. So over here, if I click on this drop down, we can see we have a new customer, we can have product A, and these are all our tags. And we also have lists here. So what I'm going to do now is, let's say this is for a new customer. I'm going to go ahead and select that. Now, of course, I don't have any contacts here, but if I did, this is where the contacts would show, and I would add it that way. Okay, so here we have our list. So let's say I would choose customers here, and then I would choose a tag if I need to, but if I don't have a tag, I would leave it as it is. And if I wanted to send this to, let's say, the people that subscribed for a freebie on my website, I will just go to freebie and my email will be sent to those contacts. So it's as simple as that. But of course, this is not going to work. I don't have any contacts here. So basically, you click on continue. But as you can see here, we have an error. Okay, but pretty much that's how it works. And trust me, it does work. All right, so email sequences. Now, this is really very exciting as well, because email sequences are emails that you create in a specific order to be sent out at specific times. So to create a new email sequence, you can just click here and let's say onboarding. Okay, so I'm going to say next. So now I'm going to start adding all my emails to my sequence. And then now if I need to do that, I can just add my email subject here. So I can say email 1. Okay, I can say delay. Now, if I leave this 0 on, it's going to send this email straight away, right? But I can say send after 1 day or weeks, months, and so on. So I could say, okay, my first email here needs to be sent after 1 day, and I'll just add a few things in here. So I'll say, hi, add first name, and I can just say first email. Okay, I'm just going to copy this so I don't keep typing. All right, so let's say that's my first email is going to be sent on after 1 day. And then here I can also select my sending time range. So you can see here I can choose the times that I need to send it. And it says here, if you select a time range, then FluentCRM will schedule the email to that time range. So, okay, so that with the time range. So once you're done with that, you can hit save. So that's your email 1. Okay, back to sequence. Now you can see I have my email 1 here. Let's add another email. So this here could be email 2. This one here will be sent after 2 days. Add my text here. This is the contents. I'm going to save that here. Right, so you get the idea. I can add some emails here in this sequence, and these emails will be sent out automatically without your intervention. All you have to do is to create it once, and then all your emails are going to be sent out. So this is really cool. I really like this idea. So that's email sequences. Now, email templates, this is where you can add like a footer to your email. So you can have a specific template here. So as you can see, we have pretty much the same interface, but this is where you'd add a footer. Like let's say, for example, you want to add the text that says unsubscribe if you don't like these emails. You can just add it on the template here. So next time you create a broadcast, you can just go to that template and add it on. So it's that is that simple. Okay, so moving on, that's your email template. All right, so the next tab here is forms. So here on forms, you can use form integrations, or you can use Fluent Forms. They also have a form builder, which you can integrate here by clicking here, but it's very straightforward. Once you set up the form, you can add the tag to it and where you want that email to be added to. For example, if it's a mailing list, you can say whoever signs up for this freebie will be added to the freebie list. But I'm not going to go through that right now. Next, here are the automations. So this is where the action begins. So you can set up your automations based on specific triggers. So let's go ahead and take a look at the triggers. So here, for example, we have WordPress, CRM, and WooCommerce. Now, FluentCRM also integrates very well with Wishlist Member, LearnDash, and so on. So there's so many other services here, but they only show up when you install it. So if I had LearnDash installed here, you would see LearnDash here. But of course, it's not installed, so you won't see it. So here you have different options. So I can just say, this is my test. I can then say, I want my trigger here or my automation to start when I have a new sign up. I can hit continue, and the status has to be subscribed. And then if the user exists on my system, I can say update, or you can skip the update. Okay, so I usually leave that as it is. So this is where now you can decide what you want to do. So you can say, okay, when someone signs up here as a new user, I want to add a tag. So this is where you'd come and say apply tag. You click here and here are our tags. Now, if you don't have any tags here, you can just click here on this plus button and add a new tag. So that tag now will be applied. But in this case, I'm going to say subscriber here, save settings. Okay. So when someone signs up on my website, they're going to be applied with a tag called subscriber. And then I can say, okay, you know what? Now that they're a subscriber, the next step now is to send them to an email sequence. Now, remember, we created a sequence earlier on. I can click on this drop down and this is the onboarding sequence and save settings. Right. So once these 3 emails are sent, after 3 days, you can say, okay, what I need to do next is to say, sell them something. So you can create a custom email by coming over here and you can say 40% offer. Then you can add your email contents here. Save settings. There we go. So this can go on and on and on and on. And then here you can say if the person buys the product, we can add a tag or we can add some benchmarks. So here is where you would say order received. If you click here, then apply the tag. So let's say we come over here. Let's target our product A and save settings. So now we are saying we've sent this email out and this is a 40% offer. So the next step here is when an order is received in WooCommerce, then remove the tag. Remember the first tag we said was subscriber. We can say remove tag subscriber. And then, oops, let's delete that. Click here and go to actions. So here we're going to say remove the tag. And the tag is subscriber, right? I'm going to save that. And we also want to remove them from the list because they're no longer on the list here because the list pretty much has done its job. So I'm going to say remove from the list. And the name of our list here is freebies, save settings. And then I can add them now to a brand new list. But before I do that, I'm going to apply a tag first. And the tag now is new customer. Save settings. And now I'm going to apply them to a brand new sequence. So if I have a sequence for customers, this is where I'll say, okay, you know what? Set sequence emails. And this is where I'll choose the new email sequence. But of course, as you can see, you need to have created all this beforehand so that everything is in there to create your marketing automation machine. So once you set all this up, everything just starts happening automatically. And this is really, really powerful. And this is happening on your WordPress website. Before, it used to be on ConvertKit or Drip or ActiveCampaign, but all this is happening on your website. And I know you may be asking, how do I know if this is going to slow down my website? Trust me, it won't slow down your website. I am using it on my own website and it's really, really, really powerful. Okay, let's move on. So as you can see, this list here can be very, very long. And the really cool thing here, you can also take a look here at the stats and how your funnel is performing. Now, once you're happy with that, you can just click here on status. Now, right now the status is draft. If you click here, this now is going to be activated. Now it's up and running. So when someone signs up on your opt-in, they are going to be going through this list. So they come in as a free user, but they may end up as a customer because of these emails you are sending out and these coupon codes that you are sending out. Now, if you were trying to do this manually, it's impossible. Imagine if, say, 20, 30 people are signing up for your opt-in. How are you going to be able to do this manually? It's impossible. But using this system here, it is very, very easy to use. Okay, so moving on, what else can we take a look at here? So I know we are here on automations. So if I go back, right, this is where all your automations will be. If you want to create a brand new one, you can just click here on create new automation. All right, so let's go to the final tab here, which is the settings. So this one here is very important because you want to add your business name here and over here, add your business address and your logo as well. This is just for basic branding. Okay. Next, you want to come over here to email settings. So here you want to add your from name so people know where this email is coming from. And you also want to add your from email address. So I just added that for now. Next, over here on the general settings, this is where you can create a new contact in FluentCRM when a user registered in WordPress. So this is an option, but usually I leave this as it is. And here as well, if you enable to create new contacts in FluentCRM when a visitor adds a comment on your comments form, this will also work. So once someone goes onto your blog and they add a comment, you can assign this and add these users to FluentCRM. All right, so here we have custom fields. I haven't really used this, to be honest. We also have double opt-ins. This is where now, let's say someone signs up for a freebie, they will have to go to their email, confirm it, and then get the download. Otherwise, a single opt-in is where they can just log in once and then they get to the thank you page and download whatever freebie it is that they have. Now, there's also advanced features here like incoming webhooks. So this is where a separate website can pass on data to your website via webhooks. And this is also very, very powerful. I haven't started using this, but very, very soon I am going to be using webhooks, and I'll also be doing some tutorials. All right, we also have tools here, and this is just checking the status of what is happening on your website and its connections. So if everything is working fine here, pretty much you're going to get your status. Now, over here on the SMTP email service settings, this is very, very important, and I need to really talk about this. So when it comes to your emails on your website, like in the case here, I've just installed FluentCRM, and pretty much that's all I've done on my site. So you may be thinking, well, my site is ready to send emails out. Well, if your site is hosted on, say for example with WP Engine, they are going to allow basic emails, like very few emails, but you cannot send bulk emails in this case because the hosting emails or the hosting server is not designed to send a lot of emails out. And this is why you need a separate service. So, like ConvertKit or ActiveCampaign, they would pretty much sign up with a service like Amazon SES and then charge you extra for your emails, for sending the emails. So in this case, we are going directly to the source. So in my case here, I've actually used Amazon SES, and it is really, really cheap. In fact, I did a video yesterday where I was talking about how cheap it was for me. In fact, I paid $1.53 for sending more than 10,000 emails, $1.53, where with ConvertKit, I was spending pretty much more than $99 per month. So this is really, really good. The setup is a bit of a pain, but the FluentCRM team has assured me that they're going to have a plugin that's going to make the process of connecting your website to Amazon SES once you've set up your account there. So I'll also be doing tutorials very, very soon. So there are several tools here like Amazon SES, which is what I use. There's also Mailgun, SendGrid, Send in Blue, any SMTP provider. Now here it is a pain to set up these, to be honest, but the FluentCRM team has assured me that they are going to create a plugin that's going to make this process very, very easy to do and set up your emails. All right, and finally over here we have the license management, and that is where you add your license information to activate FluentCRM. All right, so pretty much this is an overview. As you can see, the interface is very, very simple to use. The interface is intuitive, and also there are a lot of features that will be coming out very, very soon. And the one thing also I like about FluentCRM is the fact that it has so many integrations. So your existing WordPress plugins that you use pretty much are integrated into FluentCRM already. So that's why I really, really like using FluentCRM. All right, guys, pretty much that's all I have for you in today's video. If you have any questions regarding FluentCRM, please leave your questions in the comments box below. And also, if you haven't bought FluentCRM, the link to that is in the video description below. You get a 20% discount, and you also get access to my course called Marketing Automation Mastery. All right, guys. Take care and see you soon. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell notification. All right. See you later. Take care.